You know, it's it to me. I feel like it's kind of a fallacy. You know, you don't need college. You need to bring something to the world of value. You know, and fortunately, I'm creative enough, and you know, I think outside the box. One of the big things that I've realized over the past couple months is you get a lot of contractors that are just going to say, well, I can't do that because, or, you know, I don't want to make this because, and I'm the person they call and they say, can you make it work? I say, yeah, I'm going to make it work. And that's a prime example as I'm, you know, sitting outside the garage here, building my brother's, you know, mobile meat smoking trailer. You know, he keeps throwing ideas at me. I say, yeah, we're going to make it work.
That's great. But that's exactly the kind of person that is needed in every industry.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're building something or just asked to solve a problem in a corporate office by your boss. I mean, if your answer should always be yes, I will figure it out.
Yep.
Not make a bunch of excuses about why it can't be done, or oh, we tried that before.
Right. Or, oh, it's not my job.
Right.
That was always one of my biggest pet peeves. We had people, you know, in every job that I had, you know, oh, that's not my job. Everything's your job.
Yeah.
You're getting paid
It's
by the
your
company
job if your boss says
to
it's your
provide for
job.
the company. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, those
Yeah.
old corporate days, lots of stories.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was your first job ever?
I was a produce stocker at our local grocery store.
All right. Yeah, Arby's roast beef
And
for me.
nice.
Yeah.
The army aged me quite a bit mentally, I would say, or it forced me to grow up. That and marriage, having kids, you know, you have these responsibilities of you can't goof off anymore. But, you know, ashamed to say at this point, you know, I was fired because I goofed off too much. You know,
Yeah. Well, hey, was that your first job?
Yeah.
No, that's funny. I was about to tell you, I got fired from Arby's too. I made it 30 days, and they said, "Man, we thought you might be able to pick up on this and speed up and work a little harder, but you're just not doing it. So you're out of here."
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's my first job. I didn't know what to expect. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I had a single mom, and she was kind of easy on me. I didn't realize that my bosses would not be like my mom, so I learned.
Yep.
Oh man. So yeah, I always like to ask the first job story because this podcast is really designed for late teens, early 20s, trying to figure out what to do with their lives in terms of
Mm-hmm.
career and just other life advice. I like to try to give them some wisdom, help them learn from our mistakes, so they
Sure.
don't have to make them themselves. So usually when we talk about our first jobs, I mean, they're like, oh, I'm in that kind of job right now. So you guys really
Mm-hmm.
do know what I'm going through.
Yeah. You know, and one of the things that I think is cool to, you know, look back and remember that is, you know, I think every teenager starts somewhere like that. You know, my sister was a cashier at McDonald's. My brother, I think he worked at the grocery store too. And, you know, as you grow up, you just kind of realize that's kind of a rite of passage sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you don't have to wait or to be 18 to decide what you want to do as an adult. You know, like, I mean, I'm 36 years old and I just made this transition. You know, you said you were in your 40s and you finally did your leap. You know, you don't have to make a decision at that age, but if you have a desire for something, be sure to follow it.
Right. And try to find your desire as soon as you can. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
tell my students that if you can figure out what you want to do for a career in your teens, then you don't have to waste any time working at McDonald's or Taco Bell or one of those places. You should go, if you want to be a veterinarian, you should go and sweep the floors or answer the phones at a veterinarian office and start
Yep.
meeting some of the people who can help you with your career later. It's still the same kind of
Mm-hmm.
entry level work. I mean, you'll get paid minimum wage and all that, but at
Right.
least it'll be a stepping stone. You'll be able to see on your resume, I've been working in a veterinarian's office and in some respect for the last X number of
Mm-hmm.
years, and it's going to mean, no one ever puts McDonald's or Taco Bell on the resume. I mean,
Right.
if they do, they need to take it off right now because
Yep.
nobody cares.
Nobody wants to know that
Yeah.
unless you're going from McDonald's to Taco Bell or something. But yeah.
Right, right. Or if you want to be in the restaurant industry, because there could be some great careers, as a general manager or a regional manager of a restaurant chain. I mean, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but if just make sure you're in line with what you want to do later is what I tell
Mm-hmm.
all the young people around me.
Yep.
So and you mentioned college earlier. I wanted to add something to that. I've
Mm-hmm.
read quite a bit on this lately. And like, if you look at the inflation rate of just general goods, groceries and housing and all that on a chart over the last 20, 30 years, and then you look at the inflation rate of college tuition on that same chart of that same timeline, college tuition just goes straight up
Mm-hmm.
compared to like, housing and food and all
Right.
that. And the way I've had it explained to me is that this business called college has an unlimited number of customers who are young, and they are guaranteed to be approved for a loan to buy your products,
Yep.
and the government will make sure that you get paid, one way or another. So I guess they just gave in the temptation of why not jack up our prices because we have an unlimited number of customers who have unlimited access to funds,
Yep.
and so why not? So
Yeah. And
it's really just become not affordable, and the return on investment is just not very good anymore.
right.